What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the beach, why it's one of my favorite places, and kind of like the science and like spirituality of like why the beach is such like a healing place, especially when you're on any sort of like healing journey or trying to reconnect back with yourself. You're trying to just like feel better in any way. The beach is definitely one of the best places to go, and I'm going to talk about why that is. So, I feel like when you go to the beach, you just automatically feel better. Like, just this like peace kind of washes over you whenever you're at the beach, like with the waves and the sun and like the sand. It just, all of it together is just like so healing for like your mind, your body, your soul, like all the things. So, first of all, the sun, like, there's a reason why being outside is like encouraged so much, and there's a reason why back in the day hospital beds used to be outside in the sun, and like windows used to be prevalent in hospitals, and why like cold and flu season, like why people get so sick, it's because you're not out in the sun. So the sun is so important for like a lot of different things in our bodies. First of all, like when the sun hits our skin, we produce vitamin D, which is like a huge factor in our mood, in our immune system, and reducing inflammation. And I mean, a lot of people take vitamin D supplements, but you can literally just go outside and that's the most natural form of vitamin D you're ever going to get. It also triggers serotonin, so that it helps us to regulate our happiness and our anxiety, and so that's why we're more relaxed, because the serotonin is starting to be produced. And then the sun also is a really important factor in our circadian rhythm, and we need that for like our internal clock and sleeping. And so obviously when you sleep better, you heal more and you feel better. So that's why like being in the sun is really important on your healing journey. And then another reason why the beach is top tier is because the ocean, like the waves have its own sound frequency and healing. So it's just like hearing that repetition of the waves and the relaxation just shifts our nervous system into like a more calm state instead of like being in fight or flight. And waves, like, you can listen to like white noise, brown noise to like help yourself relax. The waves produce what is like scientifically pink noise. So it's a natural frequency that calms us down, lowers stress hormones, improves focus and sleep. And that's why a lot of different meditations have like ocean waves in the background, because it's like helps bring you a sense of peace and presence. And then sticking with the ocean, there's a lot of like minerals in the ocean with the salt water. So there's magnesium, calcium, potassium, which are all good for muscles and like relaxing and calming inflammation. So it's like if you're swimming in the ocean or you're like floating around in the ocean, these minerals are being absorbed into your skin. So it's basically like taking an Epsom salt bath, only like more natural, and it helps you again with relaxation. It helps you with inflammation. And then the ocean, like the water in the ocean, creates negative ions, so they like get into your system. It can boost your mood, increase your energy, and again, it's just like earth, like Mother Nature giving us ways of healing. And so like just being at the beach and being near the ocean is just like, to me, a very like a spiritual experience, because you're just like realizing you're a speck. Like you are literally just a speck in like the vastness of the world, and just like you're so small compared to like everything else, and it's just a reminder of like the cycles of life, and just to like let things go and flow and like trust in the universe, and just like being there and just like breathing everything in. Like you just understand like your problems are so small compared to like how vast the world is, and how just it doesn't actually matter. Like you can just like let things go. And I just love the beach, and I've always loved the beach. Like even as a kid, every time my family went on vacation to the beach, I loved it. And I know like my family always was more relaxed at the beach, and it's not just because you're like away from like your everyday life. It's like a scientific thing that the beach is like so powerful and so healing, and can really help you connect with yourself into like a higher power. So from the sun to the sand to the water, and then of course like when you're at the beach, you're grounding, like you're pretty much barefoot, so you're grounding into the earth, which that is one of the most healing things you can do to like release inflammation, and to like just put all your worries like back into the earth, and just to have those like negative ions absorb it. So if you are like struggling with anything and you live near the beach, or you have access to like the ocean, or even any body of water, honestly, like just go and just like let your worries and let your stress just like melt away, and just let science and spirituality come together and just help you feel so much better. So that is why I love the beach. That is why I choose to live close to the ocean, because I know how healing it can be, and how it just like brings me back, and like lets my nervous system calm down. So that is it for today, and I will talk to you soon.